look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta. You must be new in here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you with a...
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Ritter off the play fake. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Falcons at 11-1 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Mayfield on first down. On the left side, a catch by White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Cool for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Running out of the gun with White. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 23 yards on the play.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. To throw, Mayfield. He'll leave this one for White. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ritter's throw is on target to Burks. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Ritter to throw it. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Ritter with it after the play fake. This one downfield to Burks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mayfield looks to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is White on the screen. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Scott Miller deep for Atlanta. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down, here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, Mayfield. Looking for White on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Play fake. Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it, and the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And complete to Drake London.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
Shedding through the defense. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It's now
3rd and goal, Ritter with it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ritter
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ritter now on 2nd down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the... There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. In the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Check white.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Gets past one man. A second Jew. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Again, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
97. Black Olsen. Go red.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
3rd and long now. Ritter. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One last shot for Mayfield here. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome.